Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I'm excited to have you here. Today, we'll be exploring how to master requirements elicitation and analysis in software engineering. The title of our presentation is Mastering Requirements Elicitation and Analysis in Software Engineering, and our key focus will be on strategies for success. We'll cover essential techniques, best practices, and tips to help you excel in gathering and analyzing requirements effectively. I look forward to sharing valuable insights with you. Let's get started. Understanding requirements elicitation is a crucial part of any project. It's all about gathering stakeholder needs, listening carefully to what users, clients, and other stakeholders really want from the system. For example, think about a loan management system. When we talk about onboarding, we mean the process of registering new customers smoothly. EMI, or equated monthly installments, are the payments users will make regularly. KYC, or Know Your Customer, integration involves verifying customer identities to comply with regulations. So, this step helps us understand exactly what features and functionalities are necessary, ensuring we build a system that truly meets user expectations. Remember, clear requirements are the foundation for a successful project, and understanding these needs up front saves a lot of time and effort later on. Let's talk about the importance of requirements analysis. This step is crucial because it helps ensure that our project is clear, feasible, and aligned with the overall goals. When we thoroughly analyze requirements, we can avoid misunderstandings and make sure everyone is on the same page. For example, imagine a scenario where there's a conflict between usability and security. Say, a one-click checkout process might be great for user convenience, but it could also introduce security risks. Requirements analysis helps us identify such conflicts early on, so we can find balanced solutions that satisfy both needs. Connecting this to the bigger picture, strong requirements analysis lays the foundation for successful project development. It guides decision-making and helps us prioritize features, making sure we're building something that truly meets user needs while maintaining security and technical feasibility. Let's take a closer look at some of the key challenges we face in requirements elicitation. One common issue is unclear expectations. When stakeholders aren't precise about what they want, it makes it difficult to deliver exactly what's needed. Another challenge is changing requirements, especially in agile environments where flexibility is good, but frequent shifts can create confusion and scope creep. Communication gaps are also a major hurdle, particularly between business teams and technical teams. Often, what the business envisions doesn't fully translate to the technical side, leading to misunderstandings. For example, imagine doctors asking for faster reports. That sounds straightforward, but what does faster really mean? Do they want the reports generated in half the time, or just quicker access to the data? Clarifying these needs is essential to ensure everyone is on the same page. This highlights why effective communication and clear expectations are so vital in requirements gathering. When we address these challenges head-on, we set the foundation for successful project outcomes. Let's talk about some effective techniques for requirements elicitation. First, interviews and workshops are great ways to gather detailed insights directly from stakeholders. They help us clarify needs and expectations in a collaborative setting. Observation and shadowing allow us to see how users interact with current systems, uncovering requirements that might not be explicitly stated. Surveys and questionnaires are useful for collecting input from a larger group quickly and efficiently. Use cases and user stories help us understand how different users will interact with the system, making requirements more relatable and actionable. For example, in an agile environment, a user story like, as a customer, I want real-time order updates, captures a specific need from the user's perspective, guiding development effectively. All these techniques combined ensure we gather comprehensive, accurate requirements that align with the overall project goals. And remember, choosing the right method depends on the context and stakeholder involvement. Thanks for joining me on this overview of requirements elicitation techniques. Let's talk about stakeholder identification and engagement. It's really about bringing together the right people at the right time. This includes business users who understand the day-to-day operations, product owners who define the vision, technical teams who build and maintain the solutions, and regulators who ensure compliance and set the rules. Engaging all these stakeholders early and often helps us build solutions that are not only effective, but also compliant and user-friendly. For example, in the case of a UPI app, we need to consider RBI compliance requirements, which are crucial for legal and security reasons. At the same time, we should gather customer feedback to ensure the app truly meets user needs and expectations. This balanced approach helps us create a robust, compliant, and customer-centric product. Remember, involving stakeholders throughout the process aligns everyone towards a common goal and makes the project smoother and more successful. Let's take a look at some of the essential tools and technologies that support requirements analysis. First up is JIRA, which is widely used for backlog management. It helps teams organize, prioritize, and track tasks efficiently throughout the project lifecycle. Next, we have Confluence, a powerful tool for documentation, where teams can create, share, and collaborate on requirements and project details in one centralized place. Moving on to UI wireframes, tools like Balsamiq and Figma are great for creating visual representations of user interfaces. These wireframes help stakeholders visualize the design early and give clear direction to developers. For process modeling, Lucidchart and Visio are commonly used. They enable us to diagram workflows and processes, making complex systems easier to understand and communicate. All of these tools are integral to ensuring that requirements are captured accurately, communicated effectively, and managed efficiently. They play a vital role in aligning the team and stakeholders towards project success. And of course, for more resources, you can visit www.baccareers.in. Let's talk about some best practices for documenting requirements that can really make a difference in your projects. First, it's crucial to write clear and testable requirements. This means avoiding ambiguity and ensuring that anyone reading them can understand exactly what needs to be done and how it can be verified. Clarity here helps prevent misunderstandings down the line. Next, I recommend using diagrams and flowcharts. Visual tools like these help illustrate complex processes or relationships more intuitively, making it easier for everyone involved to grasp the requirements quickly and accurately. Another key point is maintaining a requirements traceability matrix, or RTM. This is a kind of tracking tool that links requirements to their corresponding design, implementation, and testing phases. It ensures nothing gets overlooked and helps you verify that all requirements are addressed properly. And for those working in Agile environments, it's important to update your documentation continuously. Agile emphasizes adaptability, so keeping requirements current allows your team to respond effectively to changes and new insights as the project progresses. All these practices, clarity, visual aids, traceability, and continuous updates, are about making requirements management more effective, which ultimately supports delivering a successful project. Thanks for paying attention. Now, let's look at how prototyping plays a crucial role in requirements elicitation. Essentially, creating visual or interactive models allows us to gather early feedback from stakeholders. It's a way to make abstract requirements more tangible and testable right from the start. For example, imagine we're working on a travel booking site. We can develop a prototype in Figma that shows the filter options. Stakeholders can then interact with this prototype, test the filters, and provide immediate feedback. This process helps us identify misunderstandings or additional needs early on, saving time and effort later. By using prototypes in this way, we facilitate clearer communication and ensure everyone is aligned on the requirements. It's a key step in making the development process more collaborative and efficient, fitting perfectly into the overall theme of requirements gathering and validation. Let's take a look at some common pitfalls in requirements analysis that can really impact the success of a project. First, overlooking stakeholders is a big issue. If we don't identify and involve all relevant stakeholders from the start, we risk missing key needs and expectations, which can lead to major gaps later on. Next, ambiguous requirements are another challenge. When requirements aren't clearly defined, it leaves too much room for interpretation, and that can cause confusion and misalignment among the team. It's crucial to be precise and detailed to avoid this. Another point is not validating requirements with stakeholders. We need to check in regularly to ensure what we're capturing truly reflects their needs. If we skip this validation, we might develop something that doesn't meet their expectations, leading to costly revisions. To illustrate this, consider the scenario of real-time billing. If we misunderstand this concept, thinking it's seconds when it's actually hours, that's a perfect example of how ambiguity and lack of validation can lead to serious misinterpretations. This highlights the importance of clear communication and confirmation throughout the process. So overall, being thorough, clear, and engaging stakeholders early and often is key to avoiding these common pitfalls and ensuring successful requirements analysis. Now, let's take a closer look at the role of a business analyst in an agile transformation. Essentially, the business analyst acts as a facilitator between the business side and the technical team. They help ensure that everyone is on the same page by gathering and translating requirements into user stories, which are more manageable and understandable for the development team. A key part of their role is defining acceptance criteria for each story. This helps clarify what needs to be achieved for a story to be considered complete, making sure that both the business and technical perspectives align. They also support backlog prioritization, which is crucial in Agile. By helping decide what to work on next, they ensure that the team focuses on delivering the most valuable features first. To put this into context, imagine working on a retail app. A business analyst might break down the loyalty program into smaller, manageable stories for each sprint. This way, the team can deliver incremental value and continuously adapt based on feedback. In summary, the business analyst is vital in bridging the gap between business needs and technical execution, all while supporting an efficient and flexible Agile process. So, to wrap things up, the key takeaway is that effective elicitation and analysis really play a crucial role in reducing project risks. When we gather the right information and analyze it thoroughly, we can identify potential issues early and address them proactively. Business analysts are essential in this process because they help ensure that there's a clear alignment between the needs of the stakeholders and the solutions that we develop. This alignment is what drives project success and ensures we're building the right thing. And remember, mastering these skills, elicitation, analysis, and stakeholder alignment, is what ultimately leads to successful software delivery. It's about making sure that the final product truly meets the business goals and user needs. If you want to learn more or improve your skills, you can visit www.backcareers.in. Thanks for your attention, and I hope you found this presentation helpful in understanding the vital role of business analysts in project success.